The journal article that I will be reporting on is entitled Heavy Metal Music and Adolescent Suicidality by Karen Schnell and John Westfield. The study was an empirical investigation that examined the relationship between adolescent preference for heavy metal music and their vulnerability to suicide. This is an association claim study because it sought to measure the vulnerability to suicide of the students by measuring their preference for a music genre. Participants were 121 10th through 12th grade students enrolled in various classes at a single public high school serving a largely middle-class community. Over 90% of the participants were Caucasian. 77 were female and 44 were male. Their mean age was 17.2 years, and they completed 3 instruments during a regular class session. The participants answered questions on a Reasons for Living inventory. The RFL consisted of 48 statements representing reasons people may have or for not killing themselves. Respondents rated the importance of each statement on a 6-point scale, ranging from not at all important to extremely important. Higher scores represented greater reasons for living and lower suicidal risk. After the RFL, the students were asked to fill out a survey. The survey asked respondents to rate how much they liked pop, mainstream, rock, rap, heavy metal, alternative, and country music on a 5-point scale, ranging from strongly dislike to strongly like. Respondents then ranked the style they liked/strongly liked and responded to a series of 5-point liker items about each of their top 3 choices. The items addressed spent time listening, options being less than 7 hours a week to more than 28 hours a week, mood when deciding to listen, ranging from usually sad to usually happy, mood after listening, ranging from usually sadder to usually happier, frequency of listening when angry, ranging from almost never to whenever I can, and angry after listening, ranging from usually more angry to usually less angry. Dependent variables were the 5-point ratings of mood, sad and happy, when deciding to listen, frequency of listening, when angry, mood after listening, and angry after listening. After filling out the survey, students were then asked to fill out a suicidal risk questionnaire. The SRQ has respondents rate their current, past, and future suicidal risks on a scale from never, occasionally, or seriously thinking about killing oneself. The 3 measures conducted in this study provided support for the construct validity and presented a solid measure of the 2 variables being measured, that being vulnerability to suicide and preference for music. The study found that 40% of the students indicated that they liked or strongly liked heavy metal music. As expected, this preference was greater for males, about 64%, than females, 27%. Significant positive correlations were found between liking country music, pop, mainstream, rock, and rap music, and various RFL scores, with the pattern strongest for country music. Significant negative correlations were found only for heavy metal music. The negative correlations found between degree of preference for heavy metal music and reasons for living suggest that a more serious group of fans would show a more extreme pattern of results. Of the 121 students, 113 subjects who responded to the SRQ item, 59.3 reported that they never think about killing themselves, 38.9 reported that they occasionally think about killing themselves, and 1.8 that they seriously think about killing themselves. Overall, the study found that music listening seemed to be associated with a positive mood. Less than 1% reported being often or usually sad when they decided to listen to their preference choice of music. 62% reported listening to music infrequently, half of the time or less, when angry. And there was little evidence that music listening had a negative effect on mood. Less than 1% reported being often or usually sadder after listening to preferred music, and only 9% reported being often or usually angry afterwards. The statistical validity of this study indicates that the preference for heavy metal music among adolescents may be a red flag for increased suicide vulnerability, but there was no strong association found between linking of heavy metal music and increased vulnerability to suicide. Due to this study not finding a statistical significant relationship, the study suggests that the source of the problem may lie more in personal and familial characteristics than in any other direct effect of music. The limitations of this study included that in the literature there is no consistent method of identifying heavy metal music fans. Fans were defined here as those who indicated that they liked or strongly liked heavy metal music. Collective data such as these do not reveal individual variability within the group. It is very likely that many adolescent heavy metal music fans do have adaptive beliefs and are not leading usually troubled lives. Given that 40% of the overall sample liked heavy metal music, significant risk for suicide would seem plausible only for a very small subset of these individuals. Second, the RFL was not validated through prediction of complete suicide risk due to obvious methodological difficulties, but rather through differentiation between group and non-suicidal individuals and suicide attempters. Limitations also include a possible restriction in the external validity because generalizability related to geographic region, and perhaps more importantly, what appears to have been a quite small number of intense heavy metal fans among the sample. That being said, the small population size, the school setting, and the domination of Caucasians in the study make the findings hard to generalize. Thanks.